To get the very latest on this, let's cross to Kyiv on the programme now. Our correspondent Gulliver Cragg is standing by for us there. Gulliver, Russian troops have reportedly been making progress around Avdiivka in recent weeks, with street fighting reported on the outskirts of the town. So how critical is this now for Ukraine? Could the town fall?
Well, the Ukrainian armed forces are in a very, very difficult situation in Avdiivka and all along the front line, partly because they aren't getting the supplies that they need, because the Republicans in the United States, who are allied with Donald Trump, are refusing to pass the new $60 billion in support that President Biden wants to provide to Ukraine. So that makes it extremely hard for Ukrainians to believe that Joe Biden would be Vladimir Putin's preferred choice, given that Donald Trump and his followers in the Republican Party are the ones causing all these problems, really, for Ukraine at the moment. But as to Avdiivka specifically, the Ukrainians are in a very difficult situation. The third assault brigade of the Ukrainian defences, of the National Guard, they have been redeployed there, and they are saying that they are being attacked almost from all directions by 7 Russian brigades. And the Russians have also crossed the main road from the centre of the city, what's left of it, which is not very much, the residential areas, to the coke and chemicals plant, which is a bit of a fortress, a bit like Azovstal. The Ukrainians can be inside that factory and defend themselves pretty well because it's got bunkers 3 stories deep, all sorts of very strong defences, because it was built during the Cold War with war in mind. But they might very easily be surrounded. At the moment, if you look at the map, the gap between the 2 prongs of Russian forces that have been advancing to the northwest and southwest, in a northwesterly direction from 2 directions, they've got a gap that's less than 2.5 miles wide at the moment. So there's a very big risk of Avdiivka being surrounded, and a big question is being asked as to whether the Ukrainian forces oughtn't better withdraw. Now, Alexander Syrskyi, the new commander-in-chief of the Ukrainian armed forces, is the man who decided to stay in Bakhmut and defend Bakhmut for such a long time when it was pretty clear that the Ukrainians were going to lose that city. And he's been much criticized for that decision. He told German television in an interview recently that he would not do the same thing again. He would not sacrifice Ukrainian lives because they couldn't afford it now. But at the moment, no decision has been made to withdraw, and some Ukrainian leaders, including the leaders of Azov, which is this very popular grouping affiliated with the far right, but also associated in Ukraine with the heroic defense of Mariupol, they have said clearly that they think that the Ukrainians' tactics in Avdiivka are all wrong.